Okay, we should be live now in both places. Anyone
Okay.
watching this after the fact, we had tech trouble. So let us know if you're watching the replay. Let me check a couple of things. Oh, I can message like folks in different spots. Anyway,
Okay.
Don, go ahead. Are you going to tune us?
Yep. Is everybody on live?
Let me see. Let me refresh some pages here. We were trying to get a picture of Don's face in here, and it wouldn't work. Yes, I see us live on YouTube, and let me refresh my Facebook because we're in both places.
Yeah, I'm going to go on your thing right now and try to connect. Let's see if it'll allow me to go live.
Okay, I see me live in both places. Oh my word, it's even got my old pinned comments from like old live streams and stuff. Oh my word. This is so messy.
I know.
But that's okay. Everyone watching, thank you for your patience because let me delete some things so it looks cleaner. Anyway, we wanted to hop on tonight and do live readings combined, duo with this here again. Go ahead.
I just shared it, so we're all good to go on that. All right, so everybody out there with us, just go ahead and take a deep cleansing breath. And then we're just going to kind of let go of the day. And we're going to clear our mind so that clear and concise messages will come through. All right, one more deep, full breath. All right. All right. So let's drop into our prayer and get moving. Mother, Father, God, creator of all that is, we come to you today asking for guidance, asking for answers, asking for blessed messages. We ask that you come in and surround and protect us in this very present moment, so that we may be honored and protected in this very sacred space. And we thank you for being with us and being part of us. Blessed be, blessed be. It is done, and so it is. All right. So the name Mark came in right away. I'm not sure what the significance to that is, but I'm kind of sensing that it's somebody that is very, very close to another individual. And I think it might be somebody that's kind of tuning in tonight, actually. I don't know if Mark is somebody that passed over or if he is somebody's brother or significant other. I'm just kind of seeing him as a brother and possibly a partner. And we do have Archangel Ariel. She has just shown up. She's with us, as well as Archangel Daniel. So they are present with us tonight. Just want to mention really quick, Archangel Ariel is kind of like the top of the archangels. And so when her presence comes in with Archangel Daniel, a lot of very powerful messages come through with both of those, because she is the healing angel and she is the one that governs our healing.
If you guys are watching, go ahead and drop a comment in the chat so we know you're here, where you're here from. And if you'd like a reading tonight, it'll help us see where you are. We're using a new streaming software tonight that we're getting used to knowing. So it'll help us out very much so.
A little feedback would be awesome.
Perfect, yes. Liking, sharing, so I can see, because I see different things on different screens. So I just want to see what is working where. It would really help me out to help us see if we're going to use this software again or not. It's supposed to be the best. But so far, I'm not too happy with it. Catherine's here. Howdy, ladies.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, Catherine messaged me like 10 minutes ago. She's like, are you live? I can't find you. And I'm like, oh, we're having tech difficulties. But we're here. All good.
So what's kind of coming up right now is that somebody's kind of really coming to terms with the fact that their gifts are coming through in a way that I think they're thinking that they're a little superpower, or, you know, when you haven't used your intuition or you're not on a regular basis listening to it, and then all of a sudden you realize, wait, maybe I should be present with my intuition and allow it to guide me a little bit. There is this kind of crazy awakening that we go through, and a lot of people around us start seeing it, and kind of as they see it, they see you change, and they see you start to develop into a different person. So I'm kind of feeling like that's what's conspiring with someone right now, because I kind of feel like there's some family members that are really envious of somebody shining so hard right now. Are you picking up anything on this mark that came in?
Well, I've got the 5 of Wands came up, and I was seeing a family around a dinner table, and it was like a family event, like a birthday, holiday celebration, and bickering, and someone just ruining the event.
This seems like it's on somebody's mind too, like that actual event. I kind of feel like maybe there were some teenagers or young adults that were there that were kind of like embarrassed by the situation. And because I am seeing a girl, a young teenager, like, I don't ever want that at my, I don't know why I'm seeing Thanksgiving. I don't want that at my Thanksgiving dinner when I grow up.
Yeah, it's like a bad memory, and she's watching. I'm seeing her watch it like on a screen, as if she was remembering something, like a dream. I'm worried it's going to come into the current fear, anxiety. Catherine said we're describing that dynamic in her family that she had all throughout her life.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this young individual was kind of seeing the truth, like seeing how, you know, people act, and then like saying, you know, when I grow up, I'm not like that, and I'm not going to behave in that way, you know, just because it's like unwarranted behavior because someone's got some issues.
Well, I've got the 9 of Wands reverse and the 6 of Swords, though, so it feels like whatever this person's doing is changing the direction in that past. But I can see them like sailing a canoe away and forward, new progress, new journey, but they're just looking backwards. So the boat is like zigzagging across the water because they're not just looking forward, but but still moving away from this past family, person, whatever, back on the shore.
There's also too, it kind of feels like this person does bad behavior just to get attention. And like just causes a scene. It's like bad behaviors as good as good behavior. It's kind of weird in that regard. I don't really understand it too much. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm near the gate of all my healing of all of that.
Yes, Catherine said they pretended they didn't see it, even though she feels nearly complete with all of her healing with all of that.
Oh, good.
Lingering stuff.
She was a narcissist. Wild. Yeah, and I think that person turned their back on you, didn't they, Catherine? Because I feel like Spirit's telling me that that person really is like, people are really tested by their behavior all the time. Because they're also showing a God, you know, like that person thinks they're godly. Or they're a god. You know what I mean?
Yes, self-righteous.
Yeah, extremely self-righteous, this individual. But also like not even privy to the fact that like this behavior has actually done something to the entire family. That's what I'm seeing. Like this behavior went on for quite a chunk of time. And they're showing like somebody caught on to it. I think it was Catherine that caught on to it quick. But because they're showing me like somebody was really privy to it. Like really like, oh my gosh, you know, so-and-so's at Thanksgiving again. And last year was a mess. Kind of like that kind of thing. Very dominating masculinity too.
Oh, my cards are flying on the floor.
Mine are doing. I'm trying to like, she ruined her reputation. Pretending to have good intentions towards the family. But also, again, envious of somebody's shine and trying to outshine that person. I kind of feel like there was a tower moment with this situation in this family. I feel like somebody challenged her and got up in her face, though. Hi, Rain. How's it going?
Rain's here. Lovely. Yeah, I got the King of Cups in reverse with Page of Pentacles, so it's like this huge... It felt twofold energy, like someone heartbroken while trying to create a healthy foundation for the family, while at the same time the traumatized masculine, the wounded, that's the word, wounded masculine, feeling like they bring in everything that actually is not anything at all.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing that I'm also sensing too is like this family's been drugged through the ringer hardcore. I mean, there has been so many holidays that like, oh, maybe so-and-so won't show up, and then they show up and then it's just a mess. And it you know, they're also showing me too, like people are just like, oh, she showed up again. You know, like Like, just because that person showed up is just going to be a bad time. I like,
yes.
how stressful can that possibly be?
I didn't laugh because it's funny.
I think it's funny too. It's just, but the whole family got completely and utterly stressed over the whole situation. And this is like all the time.
Well, I'm seeing like a big shift though, because I've got Ace of Pentacles and Knight of Swords here together. Or, sorry, Ace of Cups. Someone came in and made a swift change in a positive direction. Catherine. Can you hear my computer dinging? I've got like, all these windows open.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, and here's the other thing too. You feel like somebody's actually pretty close to like crossing over, and they're telling me that it is somebody's little old granny, like we love her kind of energy. Like she's the last she's the last of the Mohicans of our family. How funny.
Alicia on Facebook. Alicia is asking if there's anything coming through for her.
I see some type of opportunity coming in career-wise. I'm also seeing an investment that actually could go well, but the only way that little investment won't go well is if you add an ex or a partner to it. So I'm not sure what that means, but just be careful with your sharing your finances with other people if you don't fully trust them. Wow, there's just like some incredible like Pleiadian energy coming in here. I feel like somebody's guides just showed up in the room because the energy is really hot where I'm at, and I'm in a cold mountain town. So I don't understand why. Yeah, I just don't understand why that ancestor.
I had the Ace of Swords fall, and it feels like I'm seeing just like light beams surrounding someone, and they're like giving forth, like it's a sword or a spear, but it's meant to be like a truth cutting to the core type message, like here to that phrase, like like prick your heart, when you're like struck by something so profoundly that you just you know it's like a bolt of lightning moment of understanding. So maybe in this family, Alicia, she's got, you said Pleiadian energy, she's got spiritual ancestry that's ready to come in and deliver that, or is trying to bring that to her.
They're also protecting her.
Yes.
This goes really way back. I'm seeing Atlantis, and I see it was her true path at one point, which is really amazing because you know what I'm seeing her as? You know, like they show those mystical movies, and I think the closest one I could possibly think of, Lord of the Rings, you know, and the lady that was the queen with the white hair, and she was just like in this very, very beautiful gown, and she had like pearls and, you know, like just dolled up like she was Atlantean, from Atlanta, almost as if she was a princess. Because I see her sitting on the throne, and she's got like even like beautiful little crystals coming off of her, like this little crown thing that she's wearing. It's almost like a headdress, but it's really pretty, like sparkly and like white omniscient, and then a little bit of like, wow, really cool, vivid there. There's like somebody's got some lineage connection to Peru. It keeps coming up like somebody's grandmother or aunt or something was an alchemist, and I see it in South America, very Peruvian. So I'm not sure whose relative I'm talking about. Do you get anything from that?
I'm just seeing an ending to some sort of struggle that had to do with not knowing the truth. And then I'm seeing like her light, or her head being filled with light, and they're pouring down just information that's going to create a strong soul body. Like it's weaving through her, and like the fibers of her being are like, you know, when you look at like a screen that has the wire mesh, and there's screens that are like have big huge spaces, and then there's others that are really tightly woven together. I'm seeing light pour down on her spirit body to make that weaving tighter together, like stronger.
I feel like it is almost like, you know, when you're like, when you're in college and you're doing like it's like an initiation of some kind. As you described it, I kept seeing initiation of like, almost like a ending of a cycle and initiation into a new cycle, actually.
Like an ordaining, or
Yeah,
knighthood.
yeah, that was the word I was looking for.
That's like a religious word, though. Oh, yeah. But I also thought like knighthood, like when they're knighting someone, you know, like because they're kneeling before the king, have their sword and they tap it on their shoulder. Ordain. There's got to be a different word. Anyway, but yeah, initiation.
It's almost like it comes, but it's a spiritual thing. It's
not
age, because it's like another individual.
Oh my word. Alicia, let us know your thoughts on that, because you're going through something. My goodness.
Yeah, well, I see somebody kind of like obsessed with her energy around her, and I'm kind of sensing it's an ex that might be stalking her. So I don't know if that's like a confirmation or what, but that came in like boom.
Yeah, but he's being chased away by a dog. Like, I'm seeing that. Like it won't take much to get rid of him because of what these I heard upgrade, because of these upgrades that she's going through.
Oh, and here's the other thing about that. So that relationship actually was what gave her gifts. Like they're showing me that as a lesson for her. There it is. Lesson of initiation. So her understanding that she had to go through that actual relationship in order to come into her spiritual gifts.
Yeah, because now I'm seeing the ordaining moment is over, Alicia, and you stand up and turn around to like face the rest of the world, and the Pleiadian energy around you kind of dissipates, and then you solidify back into your physical body, and your appearance has changed.
It feels very solid and safe in her own right.
Yeah. Can you feel that?
I feel like a vibration in my chest.
Oh my God, it's like going all the way up through me.
Woo! Whatever relationship that I feel like somebody was in, I feel like needles and pins in my body right now. Like somebody was in a serious, covert, narcissistic relationship. And every time they dealt with that person, like their immune system was like, or their nervous system was like, like shocked, like fearful. But here's the thing about that is I feel like in the midst of that crazy body stuff, that was enough for that person to be like, oh, dang, I got to get out of here. This is not a safe place for me to reside. Like, I seriously need to break up with this person because my physical body is like in fight or flight. Like, it took a lot for this person to get away from this other person. Like, holy crap. I'm sorry to say that, but like literally they had to be incredibly strategic to get the hell out of that relationship, because this person had like secret cameras in the house, and one on the front door and one on the back door. And they're telling me this person was like super detective too. Like that person was always on their hit list. Like they didn't do anything wrong, but no matter what, the narrative was always like pushed on them to that they were always in the wrong. Like they could never do right at all. Like at all. And it didn't matter if they were getting along that week, they would come up with some superficial bullshit to make them wrong.
Yeah, got lovers reverse.
Oh, there you go. That's validation for me.
Yeah.
Like right away. Oh, Moses.
But I'm seeing her like leave out the back.
In a hurry in the dark.
Like, able to get away, but had to be careful and sneaky. Maria said it sounds like her life. Yeah.
I feel my upper chest, like my chest is tightening and hurting. And that's what I think you're feeling in your chest right now, because I could see your body language. My chest is like, ow, because it's like I almost can't breathe for a minute. Like this person was fucking demon, I swear. Like a human person that's like very demonic. And you know what? Beautiful in front of other people. Beautiful in front of other people, but as soon as that door closed, the fangs came out. I don't like that person at all. At all. I'm going to tune that energy.
Yeah. Can we get rid of that? I feel like I want to cry.
I'm going to get rid of that. That doesn't get to stay in this sacred space. It's funny how the Dingshas were very piercing with that, weren't they? Very loud, piercing sound. So I'm just gonna like get out of that space really quick, but I just want to say that whoever this resonates with, do not let that person back in your life, period. This is a major, major demonic individual that does not care about anybody but themselves. And they are out to destroy anyone that's in their path that gets in the way to whatever narrative they're trying to push. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I did have the Knight of Pentacles fall. Oh, and the Three of Wands just now. So, oh my word. Take what you have.
And go.
And go.
Okay. Okay. Just don't ever return and go back into that, Maria. Because you know what? Next time you won't get out of it. Okay?
Rain said she's taken down and covered her mirrors. I might start doing it at night too. My goodness.
Ooh, and I got really dizzy. Like really dizzy. So yeah, that info is still lingering, okay? So what I need you to do, Maria, is I need you to do cord cutting on that, okay? So you can release yourself forever for that. Never? What do you mean? What do you mean never?
Probably as in never go back.
Oh, never go back. Yeah, don't ever go back.
Alicia said it's same for her too.
Yeah, Archangel Michael, whoever this resonates with, was actually the defining factor for them to get out of there. You have to understand, you guys, when angels are sitting there on call, because they're on call all the time, they're waiting for us to assist them. Okay? And somehow, some way, there's like this inclination in your mind that says, okay, my body, my physical body is going to overpower my brain. And that's when the angels step in, and they're the ones that are making that energy, and they're like pushing you literally out the door because you can't make that decision for yourself. Oh, yep. See, Michael was the one that did that, Maria. So I just want you to know. And he's keeping that ex away from you. I just want you to know that too. See, one thing is, if you got Archangel Michael on your side, he doesn't play. And he's not.
He almost around. Oh, I'm glad he's on my side.
A massive, huge energy. And he's powerful. God wants him to go kick butt. He comes with swords. He doesn't come with, oh, I'm going to zap you a little, or I'm going to beat you up. No, he comes cutting heads off, okay? Always. He doesn't, he's like, God, who do you want me to take out next? He is no joke. And when he governs somebody, whoever is in the way of Archangel Michael, he will destroy them. He will take them out. No questions asked. God's will. So he protects us. He's a protector. Ooh, I was like feeling like fluttery and all like gooey, and I don't know, I'm gooey, but I'm just like, I feel all hot, like all of a sudden I was like heavy, hot, and sweaty. Not sure why that's coming through. And then guess what I pulled? The Lover's card. So somebody like getting ready to step into a major hot and heavy soulmate connection here. Lots of sex, just saying. So
what is it with you and readings like that lately?
Oh, I don't know, because
I'm just teasing.
my readings have been wow, okay, X-rated. Oh, and then Sarah, what do I follow up the Two of Cups with? The King of Cups.
Oh my word.
There you go, right? That's a definite confirmation. Somebody's got some Prince Charming coming in, and I don't ever use that word, but dang, and he's loaded. So that's another thing too. This person is not just loaded financially in business, but they are financially loaded in spirit. And I never say that.
Maria, what does LFG stand for?
LFG.
What's LFG? Are we too old? I don't know what that means now.
I don't know.
While you explain, Maria, I had the Ace of Wands pop up, and while you were talking, Dawn, I saw a woman like in the middle of the night, full moon, like walking to the edge of a lake. Clear sky, clear night, calm water. You could see the reflection of the moon on the lake, and she's just like, it felt like a moment of like
like, let's effing go.
Oh, okay.
You know what I see? I see, you know, when you're standing in a pier and there's like the moon right there, and then you look down and then you see the reflection of the moon in the water, and it's just like the water's super still.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's stars, you know, but it's like it's like illuminating her body and almost giving her like a silhouette look to her.
I'm trying to come up with the right words, and I'm not in my air energy at the moment, so the words aren't coming as easily. But
I feel like I have a full house here. I have the Lovers, King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So somebody's got like a major solid partnership coming in, and this is like a power couple for me. You know, because we got the King of Pentacles and the Emperor and the King of Cups. Like,
holy shit.
Triple kings.
Options, like the dating game, line them up. I still have this image of the woman at the lake. It's like she has this moment of it's like an awakening, solidifying moment where she knows what she's about. She knows where she's going. She knows she's at peace. She trusts, but it's like the dark, shadowy understanding too. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like coming into her highest self, but it's also incorporating this quiet fierceness, the quiet fire. Like Lilith.
Oh, I don't know. Again, I'm seeing like
Let me keep
guys are gonna laugh at me, I know it, but like someone's making love by the water. Someone's having like
who's that lucky person?
See me something on the lake there. I feel like they're like camping or something actually.
I don't know. I can't.
It's kind of mystical, you know.
It's
like a little bit of weird smoky foggy on the water too.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not supposed to make a connection with it further. It's just someone's supposed to hear it or feel it tonight. Something. In the still of the universe, embracing it all. Yes, very, very still. It's like spooky but not, witchy but not, spiritual but not. It's like, I don't know. We should move on to someone else, and I'm sure it'll come back to me in 20 minutes. Then I'll make the connection.
I'm seeing like twins. Does anybody out there have some twins?
Anyone watching a twin or have twins running in the family? I don't. Self-actualization. Yeah, that's part of it too, Paula.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. You know, I feel like there's a few people that are actually going to be coming into some significant partnerships out there, just because they've been doing their inner child work, and somebody has really been alone for quite a few years, and because they've been alone for so long, Archangel Daniel's like, God's bringing in someone to kind of mess up the peace a little bit, but not in a bad way, okay? But to mess it up in the sense of, add some fun and variety to your life. So whoever there is like a home buddy and is like, I don't want to date, I don't want to go, they're bringing someone in to get you out of the house.
To get you to experience. I had the Knight of Pentacles pop, and I was seeing someone like at a desk working, like the typical nerdy girl with glasses, and her hair is not done because, I just work, I'm just here to work. But no, like the door opens and the wind blows and he walks in and like, no, come with me, and they leave to like go experience life. She's like blown away. Yeah. So
yeah,
shake things up. I saw papers like flying because the wind gusted in.
There's a weird stagnancy. Like this person, what they're showing me is like a person that has like a recliner, and like they spend quite a bit of time in that recliner. I don't know if they're knitting or they're like doing some type of craft project or something, but there's kind of like a little TV tray with stuff on it.
Is this still the twin?
Yeah.
Paula said her father was a twin.
Did he have blonde hair?
Alicia said her daughter's girlfriend is a twin. Is this a male?
I think it's a male.
I'm just seeing the chair, the recliner. I don't see the person.
Ooh, okay. All right. So, now I'm understanding what this is, because I didn't really understand, like somebody was a twin, a male. He sat in this recliner for a really long time, and he used to do something in this recliner chair. I do see it in a living room setting. But maybe he tied flies or something. I don't know. But there's like some like tedious little something they're doing with their hands, and they're watching TV doing it. But it seems kind of tedious for some reason. And
yeah, I'm seeing like sewing or knitting.
I don't know. This person like would die in their chair. That chair is pretty important. Ugh, that gave me a really yucky feeling. But it's like a person that lived their life in that chair forever and ever and ever. Like they don't leave that chair very often. And I see like them passing and somebody like, get rid of that chair, it's gross. That person sat in it forever. So
I'm laughing because I got the 2 pentacles in reverse over here with the King of Wands.
Aw, how cute. Look, he used to crack walnuts and watch TV. Okay. That's probably the tedious thing, because I saw some pokey thing, and I was
like, the little that they have to dig it out with.
Yeah, like a little metal digger thing.
Yeah. Paula said that was her grandfather. He'd crack walnuts and watch TV.
I got a message. There was something about his feet and legs, is what they're kind of showing me is why he spent so much time. I feel like he had a hard time walking.
I'm seeing from that, oh man. all the words and names are escaping me. The show about Outlander. The king character from Outlander, where his legs are literally like, he has that deformity in his legs. Have you seen that show? That's what I'm seeing in my mind. He could walk, but it was very painful.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
I see swollen feet.
Paula said he used to make her rub his feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have to understand one thing. Sometimes the reason why this energy comes through is right now the veil is so, like, it's transparent. It really is. And, you know, I think with the grandfather's energy, he comes in just making himself known. I hate to say this because I hate to think that people are this way, but I mean, we have to be honest and real. And I think that maybe there was a time that people didn't want to come and visit him because maybe they had to do something for him. But it makes me kind of feel a little bit sad because it was almost like, I don't know, it's like somebody that's sick all the time and you know, everybody knew if they went over there to have to help out with something. And sometimes our ego gets the best of us, right? So, you know.
I got death reverse.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why he's coming through to be remembered. Like, you know, before he passed, I feel like, you know, some people had a real problem with, you know, and I hate to use this word because I never want to say that people are burdened, but I think that some people thought he was a burden. What did she say? Oh, he was hateful. He was little. He was cruel. Oh. Yeah, because what they're telling me is like, really, no one really wanted to go visit him. But I don't understand why, because he didn't seem like he was that bad of a guy. His energy's pretty good. I think he learned at the last minute, though. I'll tell you that. Right at the last breath, boy, there was a realization.
Well, I got the Seven of Pentacles popped out, and if you guys look at this picture, he's like resting his head on the tool, the hoe, the rake, whatever it is. And it's like this feeling came to me of like he felt like he did a lot and worked hard, but it was like unappreciated and wished it was more and wished he could still.
He's
like
sorry.
Yeah.
He's sorry.
Yeah. It's the feeling I get. Oh.
You know, I just say, let's just forgive him and just send him blessings, because sometimes we were just taught to be stoic and be a jerk and, you know, or be very emotional. And he had something he was struggling with. I mean, his body was filled up with diabetes. There was something going on, and he wasn't forthright about telling people exactly what was ailing him, but his body sure was reactive to whatever trauma he was carrying. I can tell you that, because I see somebody dragging feet as they walk, and the feet are swollen, Sarah, big and swollen. Sometimes we get karma in the places we least expect. And I always say, oh, you know, we got to love our family, but we have to create discernment around certain people in our family because people can be quite toxic. At the end, Mom and my aunt confronted him.
Alicia is asking about, where was it?
I lost it.
Well, I've got like 2 windows open. And over here on Facebook, Alicia's asking if anything relationship-wise coming through for her. I'm seeing a guy that's a soccer player and a businessman at the same time. So he's like someone athletic, but also money smarts-ish.
I see him actually being kind of a little philanthropist with his money too. You know, giving to the needy, or at least helping people in his family. I can tell you that. He's kind.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I saw him like in a soup kitchen, like serving.
Yeah, with an apron.
Food.
How weird. I saw the same thing. With an apron and then they're showing like these people on the side, like, wow, he's like a major businessman, and look, he's like spending his time over here helping people. So I don't know. I like him. Do you like him, Sarah? I like him.
He's pretty looking.
Yeah, sure. Even in apron.
Yeah, the cheap plastic little aprons. Yeah.
I feel like somebody's had a stagnation period in their life where they really didn't have any direction and they didn't really know what way to go. And I feel like at one point they were just trying to figure out, what? Really? Oh my, 23 years.
Wow.
So this person that was not kind of understanding what direction to go, because I feel like they either quit school early or they would work a job at school and kind of help the family. And then like they didn't a whole lot of education, and then they grew up and then they had this stagnant period where they didn't really know what they wanted to do with their life. And I feel like it was just around the wrong people, and then they grew up and found better people. And then things started kind of falling into place. And then they realized over some time, wow, I was working and doing this and helping the family, but I had this other thing over here I wanted to do that I loved. And I feel like in this stagnant period, those old memories about what you used to love are coming up to the surface.
I'm seeing a garden sprouting, like flowers popping up, but I've got the 8 of Cups in reverse here, so I need a little more info.
I pulled the 8 of Cups as well. And for me, sometimes the 8 of Cups can be a disappointment or a moment of uncertainty. But I also pulled the Sun card. So something profound about that situation, or maybe the garden or the house or something to do with that, is pretty profound for this person. And it's actually like, you know, is close to their heart, because when you get the Sun card, it's like all your stuff that you love is here, kind of thing.
Yeah, positively. I've got the Chariot and the Magician.
Ooh, secret. There's a secret. Someone told a secret.
But Ten of Swords reversed too, so
somebody's not telling something. Somebody's not telling somebody that they love either someone or something. Like, I feel like there's somebody out there that like was in a relationship and they really couldn't come to terms with the fact that they fell in love with this person. I kind of feel like, dang, they were in love with this person the whole time. They just were emotionally checked out and they couldn't tell that person how they really, 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 really felt about them. And it's really weird because they should have. I don't understand why.
because there was a third party.
Uh-oh.
I'm seeing a triangle. And they didn't want to have like creepy they didn't want to give off creepy stalker vibes because there was always someone else in the picture for the other person. Like, I'm seeing scenes from teenage movies where someone doesn't make their move forever because the person with the crush always had a misconception, thinking that their crush always had their eye on someone else, or they're involved, or no, I don't want to step on their toes, I don't want to rush in too fast, like overthinking it all and ending up missing the boat every time.
Yeah, and I feel like there was many opportunities for this person to say, hey, I really love you. Like, excuse my language, but I fucking love this person. Like, they're showing this person just like, I love them. But also with the third party, I think they were kind of weighing their options because the person that they really, really love, maybe they had a little bit of fighting going on and stuff like that where they weren't sure about that person. And then I feel one other person pulling away. And then they're like, oh shit, because the other person they picked ended up being kind of a mental case. And now,
I'm feeling the same thing, and I'm seeing things like shows like Friends, Ross and Rachel, and these quadrangle foursome things going on, and like Kate and Jack and Sawyer and Juliet from Lost, and
this is weird. It seems like a group of friends and everybody sleeps with everybody, but no one knows. What the hell?
Oh my god.
So bizarre. And then in the midst of this, there's this person that like got involved with this, and I feel like they had, because they're showing like a guy, and he had a friend that he used to work with that was a girl, and she was like, hey, you should date my one friend, and that one friend was involved in all this sexual shit with everybody. And that is why that person missed the boat, because they liked all that sexual shit and they knew that the person that they really loved would not be interested in that kind of lifestyle or that behavior. So they didn't tell him they loved him. Oh my god.
It's like a Lifetime movie. That's funny. I'm seeing someone turn away from the group because they got smart and they put on their glasses and their thinking cap and they're writing out a new plan for their life. And there's literally a big salt and pepper jars behind them, in between them and the other people. Like when you throw salt over your shoulder, or you salt your doorway for protection, or you use pepper to banish someone. Like, it's that feeling. Like someone someone got smart. It feels like a male, though, to me.
Well, and I think
Less.
what happened was he had to close his heart off to the person that he really loved when he was doing all this sexual shit with all these friends and stuff. And then he realized somebody got an STD. That's why this ended, and why he got smart, because somebody in the group got and now everybody's questioning who the hell had it. And he has this other person over here that he's been lingering and messing around with. But whenever he sleeps with that person, he's thinking of that person he's in love with. He missed the boat with that. I feel like he missed his blessing. I think because he was messing around with this weird group and everybody was having sex and partying and all this shit, that like in the midst of that, he's like, where's my person? I miss her or miss him or whatever. And now they can't get that person back because something came out about some STD. Seriously. And it put obstacles in this person's way. They realized that when they were in a relationship with the last person, they didn't have all this drama and they didn't have all this crazy stuff.
Oh my God, I got the devil.
Yep. They want to end a cycle, Sarah. They want to end the cycle.
Okay, so let's ask, how do we get this person out of this?
Oh my goodness.
I heard jump and I'm seeing someone like, you know when you jump rope but there's 2 ropes, so it's trickier to get in and out? I'm seeing like someone jump. I heard like jump hoops, but it's not simple because there's like two jump ropes. So there's like a moment where you have to time it just right.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? There was an influence here because that person got scared. They looked towards a family member. They're showing a father that they went and talked to their father and was like, what should I do? And I don't think they told the father about the sexual like group or anything like that. They were more or less like, how do I get this person back? Because when I was messing around over here, the person that I really love ghosted.
And I was gonna say 8 of Pentacles reverse. They're just a complete drain.
The person they're with is draining them. And they realize that the person that they love never drained them and that they were just projecting with that person. I'm laughing. I have a reverse of 3 of Pentacles.
Oh. The person jumping rope, I can see. They're like trying to time the way to get out of this cycle, but then I'm also seeing the game of horseshoes. And the way to get out successfully is to throw the horseshoe, but there's like a rope or a string tied to the end of the horseshoe. So like as soon as the horseshoe hits the mark, like the bar, then he's got a line that will pull him out of the situation.
Almost like he's in quicksand and that rope, he can like pull himself out of the quicksand.
So what is the action? What is the horseshoe?
Yeah, and you know, the 3 of Pentacles also is a person that's actually putting their needs above a group.
I'm seeing he's signing something. Like he has to cut losses or sign something that breaks him away from some sort of agreement, like a
I see a paternity paperwork.
I heard like foreclosing, not foreclosing, like on a loan, but like closing off.
Foreclosing a house.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to do with the house. It's that same energy.
I see a pregnancy too, but I don't really feel like that person is the father. And I maybe that's one of the other reasons why he's getting this wake-up call about the group. And they are showing a piece of paper, like possibly a paternity test of some kind, and he's signing off on it because he's not the father.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, and he ruined the relationship with the one he really loved because he thought he was going to be a father of somebody's kid. Oh, that's so sad. He's still in love with that person.
But I'm seeing him like the other person like burn up in a fire, like they were a karmic.
The person that he was with, or the one?
Person he loved.
Oh, the person that he loved. I kind of feel like that person was a blessing for him and he turned into a karmic.
Something. Eight of Cups reverse again.
Why does that that card keep coming up?
I don't know.
I twice. I pulled it again too as you're doing that. I'm like, you pulled it, I just pulled it again.
Ugh.
What does this mean, Spirit? Give us some answer. Caution. Caution. I guess this person's going to try to come in and reconcile. There's some reciprocity going on here.
4 Cups.
Oh, Sarah, I pulled the 5 of Wands. So he's fighting with this person that he's actually with.
And depressed about it.
He thinks he missed the boat with that person.
Ruminating. Yeah, if he made, I was going to say, if he made the right choice or not. Goodness.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think he thought he was going to be a dad.
Yeah.
That's why he chose that other person and ghosted the one that he was in love with. He was actually trying to do the right thing, actually. But it ended up that person was pregnant by someone else. What a mess.
Oh my goodness.
He's paying karma. He did something to the one that he loves. He's paying karma. This is like full on karma. I can feel it. He created these obstacles for himself. If he just would have told that person that he was with that he loved her, he would have never gotten in that whole mess. And he wouldn't have went and played around in that group of people that were polyamorous and everybody was sleeping with everybody. But you know what? He thought this person was boring because nothing was going on. He needed excitement. But look where it got him.
Oh, Chariot.
He lost his intended one. He got his spiritual rank. Yep, I pulled High Priestess. He lost his spiritual girl. He lost her because he went over here, tried to make a housewife. Oh, who does that?
No, just how you said it. It was perfect.
It's true. Well, I mean, I pulled Ace of Swords in reverse, which is basically someone cheating on someone.
Yeah. Oh.
And now the person has a really bad reputation because their friends are like, you fucked up. You should have went with that other person.
I feel like it's just
skink bag, no baby, that's yours.
He just has to, because I feel like we're telling the same story from 20 different angles, and he has to decide to just move away from the situation.
That's because
we're not, and that we can't like tell him exactly what to do because he already knows what to do.
This person's draining him, like
yeah.
suck life out of him. And he's now paying karma for whatever he did, and he's super caught up in an unhealthy relationship because of it, because of some perversions and dark secrets. I feel like there was also a sex addiction or some type of overspending or substance abuse of some kind. He was all high or something, and he got enticed or intrigued by this woman. That was a she-devil. Sarah, he ran right into karma. Boom. Right there. And he thought it was like a good thing. And it was actually hell. He just walked into hell on his own.
Yeah, to say 5 of Cups reverse here.
I hate to laugh about it, but he seriously did something wrong to this person that he loved and walked straight into karma.
I gotta swap decks and like shake that off. It's enough. Thanks you guys for staying on and watching. We've got YouTube going on. We are taking donations tonight. I've got multiple options in the chat. You might have to scroll to find them. Anyway, we appreciate it very much. Raising funds for something really important that hopefully one day I can tell you all about. But is there anyone here we haven't answered a question for, or you've got something on your mind that we haven't touched on yet? Because we will just keep going, but we would love to address things specific for you since you are here. So type that in, let us know.
Who's going on vacation or wants to go on a vacation or plan some type of vacation?
I want to go on vacation.
Me too. I feel like somebody's planning like a getaway, you know, to check out of work. I feel like they overwork. They're a hard worker. And they're really privy to the fact that they know they have to work really hard, and there's kind of no like get rich quick schemes that they can get involved in.
I feel like you're talking about me. I am going to my girlfriend's in Tucson next month for, I'll probably be working the whole time, but it's supposed to be, you know, a little mini getaway. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, whatever the case may be, it's going to turn into an idea that's going to transform into a profitable venture. So it's a positive.
Maria, yes, I see it here now. Thank you. I was just refreshing my.
I don't know. I feel like there's somebody here that's really done well for themselves, kind of saved a lot of money, you know, put a little nest egg to the side for themselves. And for some odd reason, I feel like they're really nervous to touch it because they're scared of like not having something for the future. But my angels are telling me you need to go on vacation and you need to stop being such a what's the word? That was really weird.
Oh wow. I noticed here on my Facebook window over here it wasn't set to public, so I switched it and then all of the comments like flooded in.
Okay.
Facebook. Okay. Hopefully that will like spread it around so people see it more. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go through these a little bit for anybody. Alicia, you got a soulmate coming in. I'm sorry, but I'm feeling hot and heavy. You're the one that's gonna probably have all the so just saying, I feel that kind of strong for you, because you gave up on love, lady. You're like, I can do this by myself, and now the universe is coming in to mess up your in a good way.
She was from That's what we did earlier when I saw like the man like whisker out of the room with the wind.
This one's gonna dance with her in the kitchen. Oh, cutie.
Love it. Paula wants to know, how do I tell the difference between my intuition and critic and self to figure my purpose and what I really align with? Paula, I'm teaching a class tomorrow night on this very topic.
Yes.
Come.
Please tune into that box of valuable information, Paula. I think that you're right in sync with that. I think you should sign up for that because, I mean, when we address things, it's like because we are trying to pull in some type of information. And with you guys both being in sync like that, my angels are like, go do it. So I'm giving you the go for that.
Okay? Don't hold back. Don't talk yourself out of it. Six of Swords reverse here.
Yeah, and I pulled the Sun card. So I think that that's good for you.
Oh man, can you feel that? Like doubt? I got the Fool reverse and 2 Wands reverse, and it felt like a huge like waterfall dump of, I can't do this. I've never done this before. I just oh.
7 of Cups. Fear for I'm like 7 of Cups is my hard card. Because it can mean so many different things. Ventures, going wrong, having, like not knowing what to do, misinterpreting reality in some senses, pessimism. Oh gosh. Okay, so I just pulled King of Swords in reverse. So that is a male concealing their emotion. Very intelligent man, but he's dangerous. He can sometimes be cruel and self-centered. Very sadistic nature. What is up with all these weird dark crap tonight?
Because they're those timelines are clinging on and they're about to be gone.
Somebody's like enjoying watching somebody else suffer, and I don't really like the energy of that. So whoever feels like this resonates with you, or this is a man that you know, stay the hell away from him. I'm sorry, he has bad intent and he's dangerous. So
Grace is here. Hi, Grace. We've been having technical tweaky difficulties all night. Grace is here. She's like, I was looking for you all night. Oh, let's see. This name that says Lucid Picnic would be really grateful and blessed to receive any kind of spiritual insight.
Lucid Picnic?
That's what the name says, yes.
Oh, that's one of my Facebook people.
I'm seeing on a beach picnic, alone.
Romantic. I'm sorry, I have to put it in there. My angels are telling me romantic.
It's like self-care too. And I heard slow down and put your feet in the sand. Like,
relax,
love yourself, take care of yourself more. Stop. I've got King of Swords reverse.
Oh, I'm going romantic, angels. There's only one person here.
Yeah.
They're romanticizing their life.
Stop manipulating your view. Yeah.
And quit trusting the wrong people.
It's, yeah, a feeling of do the self-care from a real perspective of self-love. Quit glossing over it like it's a trophy. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when spiritual people, their ego is still actually running the show because, oh, I'm spiritual. I do this and I meditate and I do all the things and I'm so aligned, but it's really their ego still.
Because they haven't dealt with their trauma.
Yeah, this feels like someone that there's still a facade of I take care of myself, I love myself, and you're not, dear. You are, but you're coming at it from a fake perspective. It's not healthy. Let all the layers drop. Because in this visual, you're on the beach alone. No one is going to see it. This is for you. Like, take off the filters, take off the glasses, take off the... Look yourself in the damn mirror. I'm going to look right here in the camera. look in the mirror without makeup on, without being done up, like natural self.
Spirit is asking you to recognize your own essence.
Yes. Your beautiful truth. And that's it. That is what you take care of. That is what you show love to. Not the facade. Not
the stuff around it, but the actual real truth of it.
Catherine, no, don't use the pro account on my Venmo. That's an old, like, I do have a pro account over there, but it's so glitchy. And it took me like 6 months to get money off of it once. And I can't delete it. It's weird. I don't know. Don't use the pro. It's okay if you did. I'll figure it out. But I'll figure it out. Anyway. Sorry, tangent. Okay. Grace is asking, you had a headache from it all day yesterday. Holy shit. Did you see my stories today? I had a horrible headache last night till 2 a.m. because of this darn Schumann resonance.
Yeah.
Oh, but your headache was about, is there something you need to know about your ex? He's making false accusations to the lawyers about me right now. Part of his game, oh yeah, the court problem still going on. Wondering if I need to worry about, are you safe from him? Okay, Grace.
I see a restraining order of some kind that somebody's laughing about.
Yeah, she's been through that. She told me part of her story.
Lie to them.
That's okay, Catherine. I think I can move it to the different account. That's okay. Grace, there's a, hi, Chaylee. Grace, I might have to help you find it, but there is a reading I did. You'll find it on my YouTube easiest. And I think the word court is in the title if you search.
It's TikTok, Sarah.
Was it? Well, I have them on it.
Oh, you have them on all. Yeah, you can find it easier on TikTok.
Okay. But it was from like 6-8 months ago. So you might take some digging, but like that specific reading popped up into my mind, Grace, for you to go find and watch. It's actually come up 2, 3, 4 times for me to recommend to people because it still applies.
Yeah.
She has a restraining order on him. Good.
There's I think when you get the message, it's when you're supposed to. I don't feel like it's always a time sensitive thing.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, it's good. If you can't find it, Grace, I will help. Like, send me a message and I'll help you find it. But that, I think, is exactly what you need to hear. The Big M from Calgary, Canada. How are you? Do you have fires around you right now?
Yeah, we're worried about our Canadian peeps out there. You guys okay out there?
Yeah.
Doing well. With you. We've been getting residual smoke over here, and it's covered our whole country almost, it seems. So I can just imagine how bad it is in Canada.
I just had a bunch of cards fall, but I don't know who they're for. You're welcome, Grace.
I feel like Spirit has been really I don't know why I want this, intervening with a situation, because I feel like somebody is really, really highly protected, and I don't know if this the gal that had the court case, but burnt down. Okay. I kind of feel like Spirit is like in major protection mode with this person, and I when I said restraining order, I kind of meant like somebody just doesn't take those things seriously. And I think Spirit like stepped in and like, oh yeah, go ahead and laugh at it. You're not getting anywhere near my person. So there's some arrogance there that is unwarranted. There's been a narrative sway, and somebody's paid some money to sway the narrative. So I don't know if it's.
But it's not working because I've got Page of Wands reverse.
What did Grace say? Yep, I feel like I just want to confirmation because it's Donna's. Yeah, he thinks it's a fucking joke. It's like restraining order. That doesn't apply to me. Yep, you know what? Here's the thing about it though. With that situation, I feel like you almost have to confront it to make it go away. And be like, I'm not playing this stupid ass game with you anymore. Okay? Because that's what I feel like this person is thinking it's a game. And it's not. This is serious. This is life. Oh, just go ahead and ask anything, Big M.
Yeah, anyone just tuning in, if you haven't been on one of mine and Dawn's lives before, no worries. You're welcome to ask anything. We are taking donations. I've pasted the links throughout the chat, and they're pinned somewhere too. But yes, the Big M, we are happy.
Okay, so what I'm kind of getting to is like with the game playing, this person is really on thin ice with stuff, but they're so self-absorbed and selfish that they don't understand that they're on thin ice. So I would just let them walk on the lake that's got the frozen water and see if they fall in. Just saying. Because I don't like this person at all. I feel like they like to manipulate people, and they don't like to do right by people. And
Grace, I've got.
Gosh, everybody's chiming in here.
No, wow. I love it. I love it. Grace,
It's
there's
wonderful.
Wonderful. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and Page of Swords. So every word and thought of positivity coming from you is going to bring success in this whole situation. And then what came to mind was something that Dawn told me in a private reading to me from angels, and it was that my focus on my own situation with court is more powerful than anyone else in that courtroom. And that came to my mind, Grace, and it's the same for you.
For sure.
Your words and your truth is backed up with all of the fiery wands of success and all of the spiritual guidance that only brings happiness. Like it can't not work for the other side. Like it's just.
Well, because here's the thing about it. Because Angel Sarah is telling me if she tells the truth, it will sway in her favor.
Yes.
But you know what? The truth is hard. But you have to do it because that's the right way. It's the hard way, but it's the right way.
And it's scary to tell the truth sometimes, for sure. But you've done nothing wrong. And so
Yeah, she's going to expose them, actually. Oh, whoa. That'll throw the wrench in the whole court case.
That's good.
I think that's a positive.
Positive. But yeah, Grace, check out that other. And your daughter won't lie either. I love that. She knows who her mama is. Yeah.
She's a protector.
Let's ask. Where was the
Grace? Don't react, okay? You gotta stay. You know, I tell people throw the car in neutral and stay there. Okay, in the middle of the court case, stay in neutral, because if you start to get emotional or you start to lose your shit or lose your cool, then it's not going to go good. My suggestion to you is take some valerian root, because like for me, I tend to be a firecracker, and your strength is in your quiet, dear. Okay?
You got this. She's got this.
Yeah, you got this, but you know, it's all gonna be dependent on your behavior. You lose your shit, you're losing. If you keep your calm and you tell the truth, angels are right there. They're gonna push you through, and it's gonna go right in your favor because you did the right. So my blessings to you, Grace. I wish you well in your situation, and I know that you'll do the right thing.
I'm going to keep tabs with her on this whole story.
Yes, please fill me in. Keep me in the loop. I want to.
All right. The big M. Thank you for waiting. Oh, your questions. Let me move this little window. The big M. You've done inner work and made huge changes in your life. You're pursuing your vision. So the question is, so what? When am I missing the last step, or when will all my resources show up? Oh.
They're saying take a chance. There's something that you have been not wanting to take a chance for fear. What? Okay. Yep, you're on track. 11:11. I'm showing in my mind here, Grace. So yes, you're on point. Somebody was talking about a job. Was there like I thought there was a question about somebody that was worried about a job.
Maybe like an hour ago. Not recently. I'm just seeing the big M's question about resources, and Laurie would like any message. And I thought I saw one from Chaley. Oh yes, and Chaley asking about
getting a big chunk of money. I'm showing an inheritance.
For the big M? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing some kind of inheritance, but I see it in like different levels. I kind of feel like there's going to be some prosperity coming out because there's like a team project and some type of group business adventure that's actually gonna feel like a spiritual inheritance is what they're telling me.
I'm seeing the Knights of the Round Table, but it's like modern day, like a group of folks equally skilled in the same area.
Yeah.
Like knights that are all amazing, but they're working together.
3 cups.
There you go. Have reasons to celebrate. And they've pooled their resources.
And they're like, I see them going on luxury vacations and stuff because of it.
There's
like,
no competition. It's all just working
teamwork.
together and everyone benefits.
Yeah, and everybody's all energized too. So there's got to be like somebody in there. I kind of am sensing like there's one person that's like, we're all going to do it together. And they're the ones that orchestrate it all to make sure that everybody prospers. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back to Laurie. Laurie, Uribe? I'm seeing here over on my other screen. Any messages for her? Anything at all? I'm seeing it feels like you've lost something or you need to find something that like documents or that a relative left behind. You're supposed to find.
They saw you as very responsible, whoever it was that left something behind for you. Because I feel like you're going to use it to get you to the next level.
Yeah, I heard trustworthy, and I'm seeing like a key that was forgotten, misplaced, not necessarily an actual physical key, but just something that's going to unlock a lot of just.
Oh, Becca applied for a job.
Yes.
Okay. So Spirit's telling me, Becca, that you're the one holding yourself up here. They're telling me that you're overthinking all the time and you're like fearful of the future when it comes to certain things. And they want you to stop being pessimistic about your life. And they want to tell you that like you have a lot of smarts. Like you can go far with what you know and what you can do. It's just applying that in the right direction or the right job in order for you to succeed in that. And I feel positive about it. I feel like if you apply for a job that you think that you're not going to be able to get, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised that you might be qualified. At least that's what the angels are confirming. They're like, she's smart. She just is not applying herself, or she doesn't realize that she's that smart.
Yeah, Becca, I see you like working in the kitchen in a restaurant, like you're one of the prep cooks or something, like you're preparing food, but you're like the business-minded person that should be out front running the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, they kind of gave me an image of her doing a less than job that she's qualified for.
And I heard like broaden your horizon, open your scope.
Take a chance.
Okay. I'm hearing, Becca, you ever read that book? It's the lady that like was the CEO of Facebook or something. It came out maybe like 10 years ago, like Lean In. It's called like Lean In or something, about women getting their piece at the table. Read that book. But there's also, they brought that to mind because it's this feeling of like, there's a stat in there or a really famous statistic where it's like, if men apply for a job, you'll read the qualifications for the job, right? And men will apply for a job if they feel like, I meet half those qualifications, and they apply. But women, we look at the qualifications and we think, well, I don't have 100% of all those, so it won't even be worth it. No, if you meet 25% of the criteria, just apply.
Exactly. And that's also what, like, Becca, I'm sorry, but the angels are going to rat you out really quick. So they said, oh, she could be the one doing the 5-star food. She could be in there making it like, wow. But they're speaking of some culinary stuff to me.
She used to work in a kitchen, but also used to be a welder, but want to do her own business. Yeah, you're supposed to be running the show.
She is.
Yeah.
Definitely. And there was some type of influence or showing from your childhood that didn't allow you to recognize that in yourself. So,
yep. Priestess reverse. I've scrolled up a little bit. I want to ask this for Chaley.
What was the question?
Chaley asked, can I please, just about her love. Sorry, Chaley. That's a feminine name to me, but I could be wrong. Asking about their love life in general.
I don't know. I just pulled a card that was talking about someone having emotional problems and they can't commit. I feel like this person kind of angers easily and they can kind of have a brash attitude about things. But I also kind of feel like whatever relationship that you're in or were in, I feel like you need to let that dwindle out, whatever the case may be. The problem is like that last person is actually not your match, and they're charming, but they're quite superficial. So I hope that answers your question.
Emotionally, their back is turned toward you. Like you're just an option.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just feel like they've caused her a lot of caused them a lot of anguish and pain. And I just kind of feel like they're a little bit too abusive, and I really kind of feel like there's a better person for you. I don't know why, just charming and superficial.
But I'm seeing, Chaley, I'm seeing you like turn and change directions, and the whole view just opens wide open. Like big, new, beautiful, glorious landscape, because you simply turned to look at a new direction, and then you start following a frog across, like skipping stepping stones across a pond.
I see the Frogger game. I see, and then like she's like hop hop, and then she gets on. She like hits the timing right enough to get on the log to. Oh gosh, I haven't played that game in forever. How does that go? You have kids. I know you know.
Well, they don't play Frogger.
Yeah, but you
That's from like the 80s.
But you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta sit there and wait because
because you're trying to cross the street. When I played it, there were multiple lanes of traffic, and you had to weave in and out to cross the street. My kids play Fortnite. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know, because I don't have any small kids around me. So
No, all good. Yeah, it's just this feeling of like, Shaylee, it's like you're a tadpole and you really just need to swim in a new direction so that you can grow legs.
I think the person's holding them back from growth. So.
Oh, for sure. Yes, I see like an energy thread connected to them.
I just pulled the Ace of Cups, and that means what? Beginning of a great love. So get on the other path, like she's telling you. Go ahead, look a different direction.
Cut ties. Cut ties.
Cups is like, that can almost be soulmate stuff. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Drop the hero. Go look for the hero.
Let me switch over to this deck because it's.
I don't know, Shaylee. I just feel like you know that you're valuable, and that this person really, if they're toxic, I mean, like extremely toxic. And I feel like even if they got out of jail, they would try to like get a hold of you and have you help them out and stuff like that. And no, he's not a soulmate. He's a karmic. Just to confirm that with you. I know you feel like he's a soulmate, but he's not. He is a karmic. Because a soulmate would do right by you, dear. Okay, soulmates are different. Like, they come in with integrity. When they don't have integrity and they shoot their roommate, chances are they have a lot of work to do, and they're not in a place to be a soulmate. I'm sorry, dear, but your soulmate is coming, and that person's going to attach to you. And as soon as you decide to let go of this person that you're feeling as a soulmate is when your real soulmate's going to show up. Okay, dear, I hope that helps. I want you to steer clear of that person, because my angels are warning. Leave. Yeah, they're saying you need to get away from this person and do not invite them back into your life. They went to jail, and the angels eject them out of your life. That's why they're in jail, is what Archangel Michael's telling me. She wouldn't do it, and he did it anyway. So there's your confirmation.
And just for like clarification, I feel like people get so hung up on, well, he's my twin flame, or they're my soulmate, or I don't know if they're a karmic because I'm so in love with them. Like, if you're worried about the label, it's the wrong relationship.
Bingo.
Like,
thanks for saying that. You're on point. If you have to question anything, they're not right.
No. For me personally, I like to use the term soulmate as just anyone in my life that's been a positive influence. Friends, even family.
And grows you.
Yeah. And the rest, it's like, it doesn't matter if it's a karmic or a twin flame or a shitty soulmate. Like, if they're bad, they're bad, they're bad. Like, do right by you. Do right by you.
That's in the mess is when we second guess, and we got the signs right there in front of us. I mean, I just pulled the 5 of Pentacles. There's disruption. That's what 5 of Pentacles is, right? Disruption.
Totally left out in the cold.
Passed away.
Let's see. Yeah, I was going to say, Becca's asking, she wants to know if her brother sees how great his kids are.
Oh, he said there's a boy, an older boy.
I feel really light and like happy.
Yeah, I think he's watching them like quite a bit, but there's one in particular, and I see it as an older boy. Does he have an older son?
I'm seeing 2 boys and a girl. Old, like boy, girl, boy. Doesn't really matter, but we'll see what she says.
Doing sports.
I see him, okay. He's there, like, the family's on a camping trip or something, and the grandpa or an uncle and the mom is like trying to teach them how to fish gently because they're still little. And the father, your brother, I guess, girls are 12 and 14, and he has an 8-year-old son. The father, he's there like in spirit, like, yeah, you hold your fishing pole like this. Yeah, this is how you tie the fly. Like living it with them in spirit.
Yeah.
Just, and enjoying it. And helping them learn how to do things, and also helping the wife, the mom, and they don't realize it.
I feel like because he just stepped in, the brother, and he is upset because he misses his son a lot, and he wanted to watch him do sports and go to his games and play ball with him in the backyard. And I feel like he died suddenly, because he kind of, there's a lingering that he doesn't want to be gone. Like, yeah, he's mentioning to me, I died too soon.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave permanent. Well, I'm seeing Casper. You know in the movie Casper when the ghosts that are there that live in the haunted house, whatever, it's because they haven't crossed over fully. And the whole story is about the dad trying to find the wife that died, believing she hasn't crossed over fully. So it's that feeling, Becca. Oh, he committed suicide. Like he's what's the in between place that they use sometimes in religion?
Purgatory.
Purgatory. Not that he's actually there, but it's just that feeling of like he's not fully in his spiritual oneness on the other side because he feels attached still to here.
He had really bad depression. I want you to know that. He was struggling pretty hard. He's like flooding me with information, so I'm just gonna vomit this out.
Yeah. Go. I feel it in my throat too.
Yeah, and he's like felt very incompetent that he couldn't support his family the way that he wanted to. I see some kind of disruption with education of some kind. He's mentioning to me that he didn't feel valuable or worthy enough to take care of the family the way he wanted to. And he thought that maybe it would be best if he left, because then at least I'm sorry, give me a second. He left because he thought that, you know, they would get Social Security and then there would be less worry. He wasn't thinking right at the moment, and he's sorry that he checked out. He just didn't feel like he could be the father that he needed to be. And there was something with money, and I don't understand what the confusion is here, but I feel like there's a confliction here between him and the mother of his children. Can you please tell me something here, Becca? He's really relaying to me that he felt incredibly incompetent.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a part of his head or his mind, like it's like empty or blacked out, or he felt like it was missing.
Yep, I just pulled the reverse 10 of Pentacles. He didn't feel like he financially could do it.
Oh, yeah, she said they struggled with money a lot.
Somebody like, Becca, could you validate this for me, what I'm about to say to you? Because what he's mentioning to me here, because he says, sister, somebody was mismanaging money and it was weighing hard on me and I was drowning because I couldn't make enough to support this frivolous habit of overspending. He says, tell my mom I love her. So I just pulled the reverse 8 of Cups. So financial issues. Reverse of 9 of Swords. Worry, strife. 4 of Swords. Staying in the energy of strife.
I was seeing him trying to like hold up like a bucket of water, which is like all of the finances and the protection, and there was always leaks, and he couldn't stop the drainage, the leaks, the holes, and it would just splatter onto the ground and cover him in mud. Like that kind of a vibe. Just he felt like he was never enough. I feel like we have to just let him sit with that. Martin from Florida is here. Hi, Martin. Oh, something just popped out of my deck. Hold on. Oh, it's under my chair. Hang on. 10 of Cups. Okay. Spirit is saying we need to shift. We're done with the heavy-heartedness.
Yeah, we're bringing in.
We're bringing the vibe down.
Daniel's like, we don't want to get you and Sarah emotional.
Oh, yeah.
My heart was hurting for a little bit. So I did pull the 8 of Cups. So there is a promising future financially for someone coming in. So that's a positive.
I scrolled back up a bit. Stacy Sutton asked if we feel any spiritual connection for her. I'm seeing like this cute little grandma behind your left shoulder. Or like a great aunt. She was old enough like a grandma. You hung out with her like a great aunt maybe when you were little, but she may have even been like a neighbor. That you'd bake with, or you'd go over to her house, and it's like I'm getting like two feelings. Like I'm seeing her like with a cane and she's old, old, aged, but still happy, vibrant. But then the feeling is when she was young, like in her 40s, and had a connection with you. Stacy never grew up with any family, nan or aunts. Would have loved to. Well, you've got one in spirit somehow.
I don't know. I feel like somebody's also needing education, and they're having a hard time trying to pay for school. And I feel like there's some type of grant that they can get that's actually going to help them with the remainder amount that they need for the school. Yeah, Becca, that whole situation with your brother, he showed me him drowning in debt. It was his partner, baby mama, has a little spending problem.
Stacy, it feels like it's someone, maybe even from like a past life, that had, you were supposed to help her resolve something, because I've got the 9 of Swords here. She may even just be your half soul, the one that's been with you your whole life as a spirit guide. But she's got that like great auntie feeling. Because you said you would have loved to. So that means you did at one time, even if it was a different lifetime.
Was Stacy adopted?
I don't know, but it feels like she's out of place in the family.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's genetically. Oh no. Were you raised with someone other than your mom and dad?
She said no. But it feels like past life-ish. Like I'm seeing, oh, what's that movie? Dances with Wolves. The white woman stands with a fist, like she grew up with the Indian tribe, even though she was white. So she's like a transplant, but happy from a long time ago.
I think Stacy's mom's gifted. I think she's got spiritual gifts.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Oh, yeah, that's what came in my head, too.
Sorry. I am so tired. Not really, but really.
That was so. Stacy's mom's really.
Oh, see, now my face is all red.
Okay.
We made her laugh.
Well, that's good. Yeah, Gabrielle, I just wanted to say a couple things to you really quick, because Spirit's kind of telling me about some school stuff. I kind of feel like you've had like some kind of struggles or something on a financial sense. Either you couldn't pay for books, or maybe you wanted to get another degree and you didn't have that. Spirit's really telling me right now that there's some grants that you need to apply for that'll actually help you to get through all of this. Because I think what they're kind of mentioning to me is that it's kind of hard to get a degree and work at the same time.
I'm just scrolling back up a little bit because I remember there was someone else. Was it Gabriella you were just talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gabrielle, are you a single mama?
She wants to know messages from her mom and dad on what she should do with their property and how to handle it. She saw an eagle feather from her dad today. Awesome.
The only reason I asked you if you were a single mom is because Daniel, Archangel Daniel was telling me that
Yeah, she
that
is.
you struggle to get this education, and he's mentioning to me also that there's a lot of single mom grants for school. You got to look into it. There's one you're overlooking, okay?
And your bill for $6,000, I don't know what kind of a bill it is, but that isn't covered for sure. Is it a medical bill? Because they gave to mine for me. If you're a single parent, you can apply for, because I'm a single mom too. And if it's a medical bill, you can contact the hospital and ask for it's not the billing department, it's like the financial assistance, whatever. They'll give you the runaround, but every hospital has a department like that. And you can apply to have things like totally wiped clean or heavily reduced based on your income. And so if this is a medical bill, you need to do that. I had a $15,000 ER bill from my son when he had croup, and I got it reduced down to $150 because of my income. They just gave that to me in mind. So there's lots. There's a website, I think it's called wealthysinglemom.com. I think that's it. If not, send me a message and I'll find the blog. And it's nothing but resources for single moms of everywhere you live for, you pay child support? Does he not work? Sorry. Yeah, there's a lot more out there that you can qualify for, or even go to your local county. I don't know where you live, Gabrielle, but like I'm in Utah, and every county in Utah has an office designed for low-income families, single-parent families, resources for food, clothing, shelter, decreased bills, that they can give you lists of all these resources of all these things that you may qualify for, grants for lots of stuff.
Yeah, and also she, because they're mentioning to me that she can actually get her own house too. Doesn't agree with help. What does she mean by that? What do you mean by that, Gabrielle?
That he won't pay child support, maybe. Doesn't agree with getting help, like welfare and food stamps, and who cares what he thinks? Gabriella, like I'll tell you right now, in my situation, for years, me and my kids wouldn't have had food if we didn't get food stamps. Like this is gonna get me fired up.
Okay, don't be super blunt. Filter, please, because I have a feeling you're about to spurt some stuff out.
Yeah.
Filter it. No, I'm reading you. Just, I mean, I
Yes, if he lives in the same home as you, they have to count his income. Yeah.
Hi, T.
Hello, T. Let us know if that helped, Gabriella. You are not a burden to us. No.
Okay. I'm getting a real little weird thing, and I'm just gonna blurt off something real quick here, Gabriel, because the thing about the situation with your guy is if he's not footing the bill and you guys are struggling, you need to not listen to what he has to say, because you know what? When our kids are in that situation, we have to be very, very good with our resources. And if he doesn't want you to get help, what the hell's wrong with him? He's not logical. Sorry, but I'm just going to spray it. Okay? He's not logical. And if your kids are doing without because he doesn't want help, you need to reevaluate that.
No worries, Becca. I don't think there's anyone else ahead of you. A lady and her mom came to see your farm and you weren't home, but she got her uncle to phone and let us know it was out on the road. She saw someone in your yard.
Yes, it was. She saw it clearly. We need to stop telling kids when they see things or they feel spirits that they're in the wrong. She's in the right.
T would like a reading. T, I have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So something, you're not in your power with something in your life or misusing it. T, it feels like is there like a social circle or a group of friends or coworkers where there's a lot there, it's cliquey, or there's a lot of judgmental opinions, and you're maybe doing and saying a few things that aren't the best, like laughing along with bad gossip or interjecting something you might know that's actually someone's private business because you want to maybe fit in or get a leg up somewhere. Like, it's kind of an icky vibe. Yes, okay. Don, you keep putting it in the chat that only goes to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how that works. How do I do it? Because that's the only way it's allowing me to respond.
I don't know. Like, I have private chat over here that's just with me, and then there's the public chat.
I can't write in the public chat.
Oh, sorry. Becca, Don said that he's there when butterflies and moths are around. Maybe I'm the only one because I'm the host that can do.
Yeah.
No, you're good. No worries. I'll just move it over. I pasted something earlier.
I feel like T Woods. I'm gonna respond to her a little bit here because Spirit's kind of telling me that there's some type of move that needs to happen, and I don't know if it's a physical move that you need or if it's like you need to move something in your house. But I'm kind of feeling like the energy really needs to move around you. I feel like there's some kind of stagnant. Gosh. T, here's the thing about it. I feel like there's an energy around you that likes to like mess with you a little bit. Like if I don't know if it's a person that you have around you or like a pessimistic person where it's like you're like, "Oh, I was thinking about doing that." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, you shouldn't do that." Like almost like they don't want you to benefit yourself in some way. And I don't kind of understand why. It's like a what do you call it? Negative, or like a, what do they call it? Karen, a Karen.
Oh,
There's like a Karen around you. T.
a
Yeah,
bitch.
it's like I use this word, but they poop on your parade all the time. You're like, oh, I should do this. It's all positive, and they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do something like that?
Yeah.
You know, like negative all the time. And whoever that is, you need to get them out of your equation. They're your like block.
Anita, yes, you can still do.
Oh, it's your mom.
Yes.
Eeks.
T, I saw you like turning away from the gossipy negative group from before to go do your own thing, but it's weird because you have like those rubber fishing boots on, or like rubber boots that kids wear. What do they call them? Rubbers, rubber, slickers. But it's totally out of place. Like you're trying to walk through like this beautiful yard with garden meadow, but you have the totally wrong shoes on, and it feels like there's because someone told you to wear them. So it's a feeling of you got to switch out something like that you use all the time, or
there's a micromanager around her.
it's probably your mom. Yeah, you literally have to just take off and chuck some big idea that you've been walking with this whole time. Kind of the feeling. It's because you can't, and they're too big for you too, the boots. And you can't run free because you're just tripping all over yourself because, well, so-and-so said I needed to have them or whatever. Like whatever slickers, yeah. So whatever that is that probably came to mind for you is the thing you need to just step out of, get rid of, change up.
Move on from what, T?
Yeah.
What are you moving on? You want to move on from?
Oh. Gotcha. Oh, hang on. Multiple screens. Yes, I see it, Anita. You're good. Type your question in so that we've got it so I can see it. She wants to just move away from the bullshit. You have to you have to totally declutter or eradicate something in your house. Your room, your clothing, belongings, like purge the stuff that's tied to other people.
Well, and they're saying like, this is funny, like feng shui your house or your room.
Yeah.
Take out what's blocking the flow.
Start small, T. Start like, you don't move a mountain by moving a mountain. It's one pebble at a time, right?
No.
What's that? There's a really famous like home organizer lady. I think she's Asian. dark hair. I don't know. It was really popular a while ago. She's coming to mind, and she would teach like, oh, hold up every item in your house, every belonging you have, and if it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it.
Oh, there's like a cute little Asian lady. I can't think of her name. Do you know who I'm talking about?
It's probably the same one, yeah.
And she is so good. She's like super neat. She's super cute, very sweet. And she is all about like, take inventory of your stuff. Yeah, Mary Kondo. Yep. She's awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
You don't have to like, yeah, it's a feeling like you don't have to completely strip your life down to shreds. Like this isn't destroying it. It's just start going through something. Start cleaning out, removing something, and working on it.
People, remove people.
People too.
That's what Spirit's telling me. Remove people. I'm sorry for your loss. T, you have to understand your dad wants you to follow his footsteps. So I just want you to know that. Annetta, I want to talk to you a little bit about your little question you got on here, what you want to know. Because Spirit's telling me you don't take your time in the very beginning in relationships. You kind of jump in. You're the one that's got the fire inside her. Hot and steamy energy, and you tend to be quite enticing to people. And they want you to take your time and get to know people before you jump in the sack with them. Okay? Very important that you listen to the words that they're saying and don't talk as much, okay? Because you need to really get to know these people before you get in a relationship with them, because I don't want you to get in one of those situations where you're be in a situationship. I don't want you to be a situationship. So I need you to take your time next time, because I feel like you have a very significant individual coming into your life, and I don't want you guys to be in a place where, or I don't want you to be in a place where you're settling before you know all the facts about this person. Okay? Because I feel like you got promising future, and I do see marriage in your future about 5 to 7 years away. But you gotta, like I said, take your time. Take it slow. Don't jump in a relationship if you see some red flags, and don't overlook them. Okay? And that's what I got for you, Annetta.
Annetta, I had the 9 of Pentacles and the Tower reverse pop out. So if there's something that starts to fall apart, let it, because it's supposed to leave and go and not be a part of the future. And I'm seeing in, like, when we start to change our life and make a whole new direction to manifest a whole new life, it's like I'm seeing this giant 1,000-piece puzzle. And you know what it used to look like, you know what you want it to look like, but you can only like take one piece off and put the new one next piece on. So it takes all this time for it to actually finally see the new picture, because it's not like throwing the old one away entirely and then putting the whole new one together. No, it's like one piece off, one piece on, off, on. And so it let things fall apart that need to, because they're supposed to make the space for the new coming in, but recognize that it's not just one and done either. It's a process.
Well, and also like doing one at a time, not doing like a group.
Yeah. Oh.
Somebody's into mermaids. Who's into mermaids?
Love it. You're welcome, Annetta.
Like they like ocean stuff so much that like when they get dressed up to go out, they wear pearls or like maybe like nautical influence type. Like this person really likes mermaids quite a bit.
For some reason, I'm seeing like fish and chips. Do you love fish and chips too? But then I thought, well, that's interesting because a mermaid eating fish, isn't that kind of like cannibalism a little?
I kind of feel like a nautical something, right? And like a lighthouse and like the East Coast, almost like Maine
Yeah.
or
I'm
something.
seeing lobster.
Yeah, like lobster. What would they call those?
Crab.
There's sandwich things with the lobster. A lobster roll.
Oh, yeah. Crab cakes. Clam chowder.
It's very
wow, maybe we're talking about her.
What's that place that everybody goes? It's like super expensive and it's like an island over there on the East Coast. Like Martha's something.
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing that. I even named my car Pearl. And did your daughter dress up as a mermaid? Because that's what I'm seeing too. Like something. Oh, she did. Okay. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Mama. She likes mermaids too. Yay! I like that. That's so cute. You guys share that. I feel like you guys are going to go to the ocean. Take a little trip. That's cool. Does she play mermaid in the tub? Because they show me that too. Oh my gosh. And you know what's so funny is I'm seeing myself as a little child and I'm laying in the tub and I'm swaying my hair back and forth. So I would be a mermaid. How funny. And I don't even like mermaids. Maybe I did that when I was a child. Let's see. My grandmother and mother too. Wow. So no influence from the East Coast, Alicia? Because Alicia's in Salt Lake.
Oh.
16.
Yeah, and I get the feeling of like Boston.
Yeah, like super East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
But she wears like mermaid eyeshadow or something when she dolls up. Aw, that's cute.
I'm seeing like a mother and daughter riding bikes like on a seashore, and it's this feeling of needing to teach your daughter. So we're talking about mermaids, right? Mermaids don't have legs. They just fins. But teaching your daughter how to use her legs, like riding a bike, meaning there's something that she needs to experience or learn or know or be taught within her natural skills and abilities that's like essential for life that she doesn't quite know yet. You said she's like 16 now? Yeah.
Yeah, because I see a red lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a past life that everybody. Ooh, this is a generational past life. Whoa, I've never experienced that. So when we have like generational past lives together, it's like it goes through the blood, like through the DNA. It's like I was saying earlier, like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But when it's in a lineage, it's like everybody likes it. Many generations. My grandma's big on that stuff. Oh wow. Somebody owned a boat too, didn't they? Who owns a boat? Guys, we have about 12 minutes left of our live. So if you guys want to know any questions, I would bring them up so that we can resolve this, so we can get all of the questions answered before. Oh, geez, her stepdad had a boat. Man, Spirit is super concise and clear tonight.
I've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like I'm feeling the hush, quiet, depressing side of this whole story, because to me it feels like there's whatever the daughter is supposed to learn that was kind of like passed down. It can only be taught on the female side, and so there's like fathers and grandfathers that it feels like a spiritual gift, like they couldn't teach it and it bothered them, but they accepted the fact that no, like the ladies take care of this. This is what they're supposed, like how, like when a father wants to teach their son, they're so excited to have a son because they want to teach him how to fix cars and play baseball and whatever. It's like the opposite of that. The fathers wanted to, it was hard for them to let go of the fact that only the mothers could teach this ability, this gift, this that's what it feels like.
Somebody has a lot of people that like to learn in their family. I don't know if it's a whole family of educated people. I think my family.
Curse breaker.
Yeah, for sure, T. I'm gonna say that you are the lineage breaker in your family for sure.
Paula, the class tomorrow is at the same time, 9 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Pacific. There's a live, oh, you're on YouTube. There's a live preview, scheduled live event on my page for it. But let me know if you can't find it.
So, Grace, the reason why he comes through, there's a lot of guilt. He wasn't there the way that he needed to be. And I really feel like he has a lot of guilt because he wanted to be a better father. But I want you to forgive him, okay? Because he really loved you a lot. I just don't feel like he knew how to parent. I don't feel like he knew how to be a good dad. I'm sorry to say. But sometimes we don't have those tools, Grace. Don't let that dampen your spirits about him, because he had great love for you. He loved you a lot. And when he comes in, he's just telling you, I'm sorry that I let you down, because that's the reason why you feel let down by all these other men, is because dad let you down first. Okay? So please forgive him, make amends, spiritually with him. And I just want you, to love the life that he had and just focus on the positive. Sometimes when we don't know better, we don't do better.
T, your question, how do you know if you have a gift like yours? That is unique to everyone, but everyone absolutely does have abilities or gifts or a clear ability, even if it's not developed yet. And that's something you can tune into and learn about for yourself, and it will come at the right time. And most likely you're already showing signs of whatever your gift is. Like for me, it was a lot about communication, and for years and years I would hear people tell me like, oh, you just always know what to say, or you always know what's in my head, or that struck me just right. How do you know how to always know what to say? But that was before I even had any idea of what my gifts were. So let me know if that helped, because I feel like it's different for everyone, how you learn about it, how it comes to you, and signs in your life. We've got a bunch.
And there's also, like if you're really misunderstood by people, or you trigger people just by being in their presence, not saying anything or doing anything. And then also too, if you get like a sense about people, that's like the biggest thing, because like I'm sure you can agree with me here, Sarah, is like we kind of had an idea, but we didn't at first.
Yeah.
Like knew something was up, but we didn't know what was up until we had to go seek it out for ourselves and educate. I have a Catholic background. Sarah has a Mormon background, and we both literally like had to turn our backs on our religion to find our spiritual self. And what's unfortunate is when you are you're in tune with your spiritual gifts, you lose a lot. You lose a lot. People treat you like crap. I mean, it's like one bad thing after another happens to you sometimes, because there's lessons and, spirits like kind of like you should know better kind of thing. And so you start to realize, wait, if I just listen to spirit, the bad stuff will stop happening. And that is so hard to do, because
yeah,
you don't understand what that means until you have to face that. And sometimes you have to say goodbye to people that you love, and they will misunderstand you until the end of time, and there's nothing you can do about it. And all you can do is just be in a present place with them and just love them from afar. Not everybody's going with you on your spiritual journey, so please always keep that in mind. And yeah, the spiritual journey, that's the hard road, by the way. But it's also the right road. Sarah's like, because she knows all too well what that looks like. I think
yeah.
Sarah and I have lived long enough and been on the spiritual journey long enough to understand that, like, it is very imperative that we listen to source and that we listen to our higher guidance. It's very important. And even though it challenges us and it makes us make the decisions that seem wrong to other people, but are exactly right for us, that's when the difficulties come in, because you are going to be incredibly highly judged as soon as you attach to your higher guidance system and you allow it to run your whole entire existence.
Because you can't not.
Well, Yeah, I mean, and once you get on the road, you're like, what did it ever look like before? Like, Sarah, do you even remember? I don't. What was my life before I started like being way open about angels and all their influences?
Yeah, I remember, but it was, for me, it's like looking back, I wonder, like, how did I even live?
Right.
Without the awareness, without the knowledge, because it's mind-boggling.
I must have a bunch of car crashes the whole time, until I decided, wait, maybe I should drive a different way.
No, I know.
T, I'm sorry, but you cannot turn it
Yeah,
off.
turn it off.
Once it's on, once you turn the light on, there is a disappearing light switch. That's the only way I could describe it. Literally, it disappears, and there's no way to go back in and turn it off because it's constant.
You learn how to
Work with it.
You learn how to respect it and appreciate it, even when it can drive you insane.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
just like people that go on this journey, and a lot of them start just in personal development and mindset mastery, and they work on, like what I'm going to talk about tomorrow night, they work on mastering their mindset and mastering their thoughts and focusing and channeling in on the good, and supporting a positive mindset of growth. It's just like that, but it's on a spiritual level. When you're first learning about it, when you're first figuring out and realizing how it actually is for you. It's not as ethereal as people think. It's not as Harry Potter like as people think. No, it's
Well, and I also think too that there is a point where you understand what your thought is and what spirit is.
yeah.
And get to that point where you can decipher that, that's when spirit allows you to do readings like us, because you have a response and you're actually listening, and it's not that you're using your ears. You're listening to your internal guidance system. If any of you guys know about chakras, that's the guidance system that we work through. It's a channel, it's an actual Kundalini energetic channel that is very vital to your existence and your mission here on Earth. The wand doesn't choose the wizard, no, but God does. And and you cannot disregard when God does. That's for sure.
My screen just went wonky. Love it.
She says, is it wrong to know things and see things, not say it out loud? Oh yeah, all the time. Me and Sarah do. That is a normal occurrence. And we don't always listen to our heart, Maria. I have to explain that something to you, because love can misguide us as well.
But T, with your question, like, you're gonna learn things and see things about others that don't have the ability to comprehend it, and so trying to tell them won't help, because they're not at a level where they're ready to receive it. So you have to learn how to gauge that perception as well. But on the other hand, if you feel within, like Dawn just said, your chakra system, look in your human design and gene keys and learn exactly how your body responds. And you feel that huge pull to share with the person or tell the person what you see or know. It may be the very thing that literally changes their life, and you are in that role, that spot to help with that, and you can't ignore it.
It's almost like that part where, you know, I'm going to use some scripture here, is like God always says, if you have the ability to help and you don't help, it's kind of a sin. I wouldn't take it that far, but I definitely we would say that in that position, you might have the ability to save someone's life. And that's exactly what Sarah's saying. Like, you might be a vital component to that person's future. You just don't know. And it's really not even up to you to decide. It's up to Source, because Source is guiding you to where you need to be at the right place at the right time.
Paula, you're a generator. I'm a generator too. So anytime my sacral jolts or is really vivid or twitches, then I know that's like a big pronounced yes for me, because that's where our, what's it called, our authority, or energetic authority is in our sacral, Paula, as a generator. If you guys don't know that, everyone else, if you don't know what that means, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Think of it as like an energy center.
Yes.
That you use.
That's not your mind. It's not your, it's all within your body. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, you guys, it is past midnight here for me and Dawn. Let us know how you like this. Me and Dawn usually go live. Lately now, we've been doing it every other week for the past few months, doing readings for you guys. You are more than welcome to reach out to us individually, personally. You can message us wherever we're at. We're happy to help you further. If you have enjoyed tonight, we appreciate any donations that you would like to give, because it's very much appreciated. It goes a long way. We've got big plans in the works, and so thank you, Dawn, for being here. We will figure out the picture screen so we can see your lovely face next time.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we tried to do that, but we haven't used this platform, so we're just still trying to round things up. But we do appreciate you guys tuning in, and we appreciate you guys really wanting to know more about yourselves, because that's the first step in taking your spiritual journey.
Yes, agreed. Love it. Okay. Well, let us know how we can help you guys further, and yeah, we will see you next time. Okay?
And also, too, I have a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
There are not any current readings. It's been maybe a couple years since I put one on there, but again, they're not time sensitive. And a lot of you guys out there, check out Sarah's TikTok. You got to look at that, because she puts stuff constantly on there. And a lot of times when you go on there, it's like that message is for you, because it's going to resonate with you the most. But she's really on point with a lot of stuff. And when Source comes in and tells her, sometimes it's the right moment. So please chime in. She's on there all the time. And I really feel like it'd be beneficial for you guys to tune into her TikTok so that you can receive those messages on a daily basis. Okay? We love you guys.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon.